In today's show, Bitcoin faces an uphill battle despite Bitcoin price gaining 35% from the $23,800 bottom. In today's show, I'll be breaking down the latest technical analysis and quoting Crypto Capo. Nice push from the bulls yesterday. This week, I've been mostly wrong because I thought we were going to go down and didn't expect this bounce. However, this move up is showing the same signs as the move that deviated above $45,000 to $46,000. Bearish scenario still in play. And as shared here by material indicators, Bitcoin is poised for a bigger move. Before you ape in, remember how crypto likes to squeeze shorts and trap longs. You can mitigate the risk by waiting to confirm a breakout or fake out. Fire charts shows where liquidity rests in the order books. Monthly close on Tuesday, which is today. Whale/institutions have not yet deployed all of their firepower on the market. These large entities continue to reduce activity, exposing their caution with the global scenario. A close look at their moves can provide the true signal of a real reversal. And as shared here by Max Kaiser, he is sticking with his $220,000 Bitcoin price prediction, saying it is still in play for 2022. Also in today's show, Turkey is drafting a crypto bill to submit to Parliament in the coming weeks, according to this new report. That's right. And the bill may also impose taxes on some crypto transactions. Also in today's show, Bitcoin billionaire Michael Saylor says Bitcoin is dominating gold, the S&P, as well as the NASDAQ, and proclaims he'll buy Bitcoin at the top forever. That's right. In a recent interview with Fox News, he goes on to share, in a market full of chaos and sound and fury, people need a safe place to stand apart from the intervention of a government, an agency, or corporation. Bitcoin represents a fair, open, equitable network with a very simple promise to anyone who wants to join, which is what you own is yours, and no one is going to take it away from you. And he also goes on to share, I don't think there's a single person with a negative opinion who has spent 100 hours studying Bitcoin. Facts. Also in today's show, top crypto analyst gives 3 massive price targets for the King crypto in the year 2030, with the most conservative target being $576,000 and the most optimistic target being $1.55 million per BTC. Also in today's show, we'll be taking a look at the overall crypto market. As you can see, all the major cryptos are currently pumping and in the green. But where's the Bitcoin price likely to go next? Find out all this, plus so much more, in today's show. Here at Crypto News Alerts, I drop a brand new episode every single day. The goal is to get to 100,000 subs. And if you like getting that crypto, be sure to smash that subscribe button and also ring that bell to turn on all notifications to receive daily premium Crypto News Alerts every single day, just like this. All right, welcome back to another episode of Crypto News Alerts. I'm your host, JV. How's it going, crypto fam? Make some noise in the live chat. The Bitcoin put in fresh gains overnight into May 31st as the monthly close looks set to seal losses of around 15%. And yesterday we pumped as high as just above $32,000. Now, data from Cointelegraph Markets Pro and TradingView showed Bitcoin consolidating once more after a fresh burst took the King crypto to 32,200 on Bitstamp. Now, the pair thus capped the second day of a more bullish momentum, this nonetheless failing to impress the analysts who widely believed that the moves were untrustworthy. Those misgivings continued on the day amid discussions over whether the latest gains amounted to a dead cat bounce. As this analyst points out here, is this Bitcoin movement real? I think not. The rise has been sold. Number one, inflow of 3,500 Bitcoin in the spot market as its maximum at 30,700. Number two, negative delta with a daily green candle of 4.5%, which is a delta divergence. And number three, also positive gamma stops the market. And as material indicator shares here, Bitcoin is poised for a bigger move. But before you ape in, remember how crypto likes to squeeze shorts and trap longs. You can mitigate risk by waiting to confirm breakout or fake out. Fire chart shows where liquidity rests in the order books. Monthly close today, which is Tuesday. So do you feel this will likely be a breakout or a fake out? Let me know in the comments right down below. Now checking out order book data from major exchange Binance, it shows a solid $61 million sell wall appearing at 33,500 at the time of this recording. So that's the next major resistance. Now popular Twitter account Crypto Capo further continued a bearish stance while admitting that the bounce had run contrary to his previous forecast. As he admits here on Crypto Twitter, nice push from the bulls yesterday. This week I've been mostly wrong because because I thought we were going to go down and didn't expect this bounce. However, this move up is showing the same signs as the move that deviated above $45,000 to $46,000. Bearish scenario still in play. And for fellow account venture founder, he added that Bitcoin would need to reclaim its 200-day moving average near $43,000 to resume a new bull market, calling such a target an uphill battle. As he shares here, Bitcoin has finally broke out of the RSI bullish divergence on the daily chart. However, future remains uncertain. It would need to retake 35 to 36,000 to be the next higher high, and ultimately Bitcoin needs to make the 200-day moving average between 42 to 43,000 support again to resume a new bull market uphill battle. And amid unimpressive volume accompanying the bounce, meanwhile, additional concerns focused on whales. As noted by Cause Oliveira, analyst at Brazilian analytics outfit Block Trends, Bitcoin's largest entities have yet to show faith in recent lows being a macro floor. As he shares here, whale/institutions not yet deployed all of their firepower on the market. These large entities continue to reduce activity, exposing their caution with the global scenario. A close look at their moves can provide a true signal of a real reversal. And he also shares through the SOVB movement metric of UTXOs with over 1,000 coins in possession, we can see the low activity, especially when we only look at UTXOs with more than 10,000 coins. Below, we see their inertia pattern that has never been seen before. On the other hand, we have seen continuous entries in Coinbase Pro, stronghold of institutional, which leads me to believe that few of these entities believe in a reversal at this time. At the moment, I don't see any evidence of a real buy the dip by these participants. And he concludes with this: it is possible that they have already positioned themselves and perhaps are patiently increasing their holdings in BTC, but due to the data I quoted above, I believe they haven't shown their true firepower and still don't feel comfortable to really go all out. And as Wellmap shares here, what are the chances now? And it points out in this chart that all the bear markets touch the realized price eventually. And Max Kaiser makes a bullish price prediction, says 220,000 for the King crypto in 2022 is still in play. Let me know if you agree or disagree with Max of the Orange Pill podcast. And I want to give a massive shout out to Max and Stacy. And before I break down next story of the day, Turkey is drafting a crypto bill to submit to Parliament in the coming weeks, according to this latest report. But first, let's take a quick look at the overall crypto market. As you can see, all the major cryptos are currently pumping and in the green, with Bitcoin up almost 3% for the day, trading just above $31,300. We have Ether up about 2.5%, trading just above $1,900. We have Cardano up a whopping 15%, trading above 61 cents, while Binance Coin and XRP are also pumping and in the green. But all right, now let's break down our next story of the day. Turkey is drafting a bill to establish new rules for the crypto industry, Bloomberg reported last week, citing two unnamed Turkish officials familiar with the matter. And according to the officials, the governing AK party of the president plans to submit the cryptocurrency bill to Parliament in the coming weeks. And under the new regulatory framework, companies would be required to have a minimum of 100 million liras, which is equivalent to $6 million USD in capital. And in addition, global cryptocurrency exchanges would be mandated to open branch offices that can be taxed in Turkey. Now, the authorities are also exploring ways to safely store cryptocurrencies. Now, these new measures were on the agenda of a meeting held at the president's office last week. The meeting was attended by the vice president as well as the treasury and finance minister and trade minister. But moreover, the government is also considering imposing a symbolic levy on crypto purchases, the publication added. In January, the president reportedly instructed the country's ruling party to conduct a study on cryptocurrency as well as the metaverse. And according to the crypto payment service provider Triply, over 2.4 million people, or 2.94% of Turkey's total population, currently owns cryptocurrency, so there is a lot more mass adoption to come. Let's go. There's also been reports that crypto ownership is soaring in Turkey as high inflation and a weak lira prompt Turks to seek ways to preserve their wealth. And according to the reports, the Turkish lira has lost half of its value in the past 12 months, while annual inflation reached a 20-year high of nearly 70%. In April. Good Lord, can you say hyperinflation? Well, all I know is this: mass Bitcoin adoption in full effect as the game theory around the world continues for the King crypto. Could you imagine inflation that high in the United States? Do you think it's a pipe dream? Do you think it can never happen to those in the United States? All I know is this: if you're looking for a safe haven asset, look no further than the King crypto. Now, before I break down next story of the day, Bitcoin billionaire Michael Saylor says Bitcoin is dominating gold, the S&P, as well as the NASDAQ, and proclaims he'll buy the Bitcoin top forever. But first, let's take a quick look at the overall crypto market cap, sitting just above $1.3 trillion with about $93 billion in volume in the past 24 hours. The Bitcoin dominance back on the rise at 46.1%, with the Ether dominance at 18.2%. And checking out the top 100 cryptocurrency gainers in the past 24 hours, we have Waves leading the pack, up 57%, trading at $8.95, followed by Axie Infinity, up 23%, trading at $24.51, followed by Cardano, up a whopping 18%, trading at 63 cents. And checking out the top 100 cryptocurrency gainers for the week, you can finally see we got a lot of the cryptos back in the green, with XCN leading the pack, up 81.5%, followed by Waves, up 51.6%, followed by WeMix, up 31.4%, with the biggest loser being Luna, down another 50.5%. And now checking out one of my favorite indicators is the Crypto Greed and Fear Index. Shows we're currently rated a 16 out of 100 in extreme fear. Yesterday was a 10, the lowest we've seen it in a very long time. Last week a 12, and last month a 22 in extreme fear. And if you're not familiar with the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, extreme fear can be a sign investors are too worried. That could be a great buying opportunity, aka BTFD, buy that freaking dip. And when investors are getting too greedy, that means the market is due for a correction. But all right, now let's break down our next story of the day. The co-founder and CEO of enterprise analytics firm MicroStrategy, Michael Saylor, shout out to Saylor, remains long-term bullish on the king crypto despite a gloomy macro backdrop. In a new Fox News interview, Saylor says that the top crypto asset is the most certain thing in a world that's facing a lot of uncertainties. Quoting him here, in a market full of chaos and sound and fury, people need a safe place to stand apart from the intervention of a government, an agency, or corporation. Bitcoin represents a fair, open, equitable network with a very simple promise to anyone who wants to join, which is what you own is yours and no one is going to take it away from you. Now, Saylor's comments comes after Bitcoin lost nearly 60% of its value from its all-time high of 69,000 back in November of last year. And at the time of this recording, we're currently trading just above 31K. Now, the MicroStrategy head also highlights the fact that despite Bitcoin's poor performance over the last few months, Bitcoin is up more than 3x since the start of the pandemic. As he shares here, in these markets right now, there's no simple place to hide. All indexes are bear market territory. Bonds don't represent a safe refuge because they are currency derivatives. Stocks have to grow their cash flows faster than the inflation rate. But if you zoom out 2 years since the beginning of the COVID crisis, the U.S. money supply has expanded 36%. Gold is up 7%. The S&P index is up 29%. The Nasdaq's only up 19%. Bitcoin's up 229%. So if you can stomach the volatility, you can take the long view. You've got a safe haven there. And he makes a great point. I'd much rather take 229% gains with volatility all day versus 7% or 29% gains with the stock market. Now, Saylor also says that his company will continue to buy more Bitcoin regardless of the price, which shares his conviction with the king crypto. As he shares here, whenever I have some spare cash, we buy more Bitcoin. We're taking a very, very long view towards this. The network is only getting better. Adoption is improving. Very constructive regulation is coming at a DC, and the Lightning Network is moving us closer to Satoshi's promise of letting everybody in the world trade with each other at the speed of light in a fair and equitable fashion. I'll be buying the Bitcoin top forever. The maximalists believe that Bitcoin is an instrument of economic empowerment. I'm not trying to time the market. Very powerful words coming from the MicroStrategy CEO, and quoting him again here, I don't think there is a single person with a negative opinion who has spent 100 hours studying Bitcoin. Facts. And I also like to point out that he also says that Bitcoin will one day have a $100 trillion market cap, even as the price dives. Quoting Michael Saylor here, there is a $500 trillion monetary planet, and the outer layer is currency. Then you've got stocks, bonds, real estate. There's $10 trillion worth of gold in there, $1 trillion of Bitcoin in there. Bitcoin is going to flip gold, and it's going to subsume the entire gold market cap. Then it's going to consume negative yielding, sovereign debt, and other monetary indexes until it grows to $100 trillion. Once it gets to 10 trillion, its volatility will be dramatically less. And as it marches to $100 trillion, you're going to see the growth rates fall, the volatility fall, and it's going to be a stabilizing influence in the entire financial system of the 21st century. Very powerful words coming from the Giga Chad. And running the math, you can see the current Bitcoin market cap sitting just under $600 billion. So if we were to 200x from here, then we're realistically talking about a $100 trillion Bitcoin market cap. Now, if we were to hypothetically rise in value 200x from $31,000, we're talking about a $6.2 million Bitcoin price. let's freaking go. And before I break down our final story of the day, top crypto analyst gives 3 massive Bitcoin price targets for the king crypto in the year 2030. But first, I want to remind you to smash that show more button right below this video in the description for a detailed analysis of what's going on in the crypto market. This goes for all 1,200 plus videos right here on my YouTube channel. Also, some very helpful resources for you to plug into, including my crypto merch store live at merch.cryptonewsalerts.net. Also, be sure to smash that subscribe button and ring that bell to turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this. And obviously, it helps with the show tremendously with the YouTube algorithm. And of course, you can find me on all the major podcasting platforms, from Spotify, home of the Joe Rogan Experience, to Apple's iTunes and Google Play. And if you're listening to the pod, be sure to check out the YouTube channel at cryptonewsalerts.net for the full premium experience with video. And we're currently receiving over 500,000 downloads per month. So I want to say I greatly appreciate your continued support. And of course, you can follow me on crypto Twitter, Facebook, Telegram, and TikTok. So wherever you're at, be sure to plug in and follow me there. But all right, now let's break down our final story of the day. The host of Invest Answers is envisioning 3 possible price points for the king crypto in the year 2030. In a new video update, the analyst tells his 439,000 YouTube subs that his bear case scenario for Bitcoin in 2030 is $576,000 per coin, which is approximately 1,886% from the current prices, quoting him here. So not bad from where we are today. That's basically a 20x, give or take a couple of dollars, which is a huge return, but still, it's a moving target. Things change all the time. Adoption changes, network changes, competition changes. Bear that in mind. The crypto analyst also looks at the market cap of gold and posits that Bitcoin could eventually grow to 40, 60, or 100% of the precious metals market cap, which is sitting somewhere between $10 and $12 trillion, which would equate to a $514,000, $785,000, or $1.3 million Bitcoin price respectively by the year 2030. Quoting the analyst here, the digital gold / store value valuation narrative is very, very important. A lot of people, all the top experts in the place, do look at this as the core market valuation method. The adoption of Bitcoin is faster than that of the internet and that of mobile phones right now. Therefore, due to Metcalfe's law, this is completely believable. And the analyst also lays out a third price target for the king crypto, which he derives by creating an average of a collection of the popular models from Fidelity, ARK Invest, amongst others. And by combining some of the well-known models in the space, the host of the popular YouTube channel comes up with a Bitcoin price target of $1.55 million per coin in the year 2030. As he shares here, model of models, IA modified Metcalfe, Fidelity, Fossbon EV model, ARK 2030. Projections, average of the models is $1,557,300. Send it. So by combining all 3 of these price targets, the host finds an average expected target of $785,955 for Bitcoin, with $576,389 being the low end of the range and $1.55 million being the most optimistic forecast for the king crypto. And to watch the entire video entitled 2030 Price Predictions, check the show notes below the video in the description, and let me know your thoughts by the year 2030. Realistically, which price target do you feel is most viable? Holla at your boy in the comments right down below. Now for a quick recap of what I covered with you here in today's show. Bitcoin faces an uphill battle despite Bitcoin price gaining 35% from the $23,800 bottom. Also shared breaking news that Turkey is drafting a crypto bill to submit to Parliament in the coming weeks. And we also discussed Bitcoin billionaire Michael Saylor says Bitcoin is dominating gold, the S&P, as well as the NASDAQ, and he proclaims he'll buy the Bitcoin top forever. Also in today's show, I shared that top crypto analyst gives 3 massive price targets for Bitcoin in the year 2030, with his bearish target being a low of 576,000 and his most optimistic target being 1.55 million per BTC. But where do you feel the Bitcoin price is likely to go next? Let me know in the comments right down below. Now for the top 3 comments from yesterday's episode, Steve M. wrote, JV and Fam, the host from Invest Answers, also had a theoretical model price of $80,000 for Terra Luna just 2 months before its catastrophic fall. Ouch, I missed that one. Thanks for tuning in, fam. One love. And our next featured comment comes from Digital Gravity. Great show, JV. Nice to see a little green market. However, those with confidence in Bitcoin have just been quietly stacking sats. Maybe one day they wish they took advantage of these low prices. Great point, fam. The smart ones have never stopped stacking sats. HODL. And our third and final featured comment comes from William O'Leary. People are so fascinated with fiat currency, the Bitcoin will never go above $80,000 to $90,000. People just keep scaling out and dumping the price. It's a forever pump and dump. That's what I've seen, and that's what it appears it's going to be in the future. I beg to differ. I think we'll pump above $100,000 soon enough. Just because it hasn't happened yet does not mean it's never going to happen. Also consider there was once a time when the doubters and trolls and Peter Schiffs of the world said Bitcoin will never hit $1. Once it hit $1, people proclaim it'll never hit $10. Once it hit $10, people proclaim it'll never hit $100. Once it hit 100, people said there's no way this could hit 1,000. Once it hit 1,000, people said no way this will hit 10,000. Once it hit 10,000, people said no way it'll hit 50,000. Once it hit 69,000, people said no way it'll hit 100,000. It is only a matter of time. And to be featured on tomorrow's episode, drop me a comment right down below.